Hi lovies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Malinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos and also educate you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much. All right, lovelies, let's dive into this video.
So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys because this is actually gonna make you to think out of the box. And I'm just gonna roll her clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together because she was actually saying something that just get you thinking about this whole thing. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. All right, lovelies, let's dive into it.
I haven't even woken up good, and I'm pulling up nonsense on my feed this morning. Let's talk about this. I don't know what mind control Trump has over people that has caused them to have complete amnesia. But let's go ahead and talk about the fact that the reason for what is going on in Palestine right now is because of Trump. Let's revisit this because it's weird. In Trump we trust. Israel and the Trump administration. This is in 2018. 2018. They are walking in the White House together. The Trump Netanyahu, apologize, I know I'm saying it incorrectly, strategy is revealed. This is in 2020. Did we forget what happened then? Did we forget? It seems so. Let's go ahead and go over it together. President Trump has good relations with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, certainly as compared to President Barack Obama. Gone are the days when a U.S. administration would chastise Israel for building more settlements in the West Bank or civilians in Gaza. Instead, Trump's administration has moved the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem, cut aid to the Palestine refugees, ripped up the 2015 Iran deal, and otherwise embraced many of Israel's long-standing demands. The reason why this man is able to do what he is doing in Gaza at this moment is because of Trump. Because of Trump. Trump's muscular rhetoric and his administration's hostility to Muslims play well with the Israelis who felt Obama was weak, hesitant to confront aggressors in the Middle East, and eager to embrace Islamics. Trump's cozy ties to the Arab Gulf states advise the Israeli government strategy to build upon the interests it now shares with Arab governments to promote regional cooperation, aka HR talk. Do what you got to do. I have interests over there, just like you have interests over there. So if you have to go murk them, go do your thing. And before you run your mouth and say, well, Biden and Harris are in office now, if you follow politics, you know whatever the previous administration does, the next administration has to deal with. The growth that took place under Trump was because of Obama's doing. The chaos that Biden is dealing with now is because of Trump's doing. What Harris is going to have to deal with is because of Biden's doing. It is always the first term of the president is dealing with whatever the previous administration put in place or took away or changed or regulate or removed regulations on. You have two options right now in the United States election. You're either going to vote for this or this. These are your options, honey. And please understand, if you allowed this man to get back in office, what is happening over there in Gaza will not only extend, it will happen here, not just to the Muslim community, but also to black folks and also to gay folks and also to immigrants or basically anybody that has a Spanish accent. This or this. This is a photo of them together at Trump's house having dinner this year, 2024. You can play dumb if you want to, but I strongly suggest you don't. Do you want to know why rent and housing is no longer affordable? Do you want to know why there's so many empty apartments and empty homes? Do you want to know why there's so much construction that has been worked on for like 3 years and not finished? You want to know why your child's student dorm rooms have tripled? It's because of this guy. Walk with me. It's called the Opportunity Zone Tax Break. So it started off as a really good bipartisan idea. A couple senators and Donald Trump got together and said, hey, we're going to give tax breaks to those who want to go into urban areas, low income areas, and build it up. Now, part of the deal is you build up some retail shops that people can work at. We give you a tax break. Everybody's happy. Win-win, right?
The program was created in 2017, a change in tax law to promote investment in low-income communities.
We're drawing investment into neglected and underserved communities of America so that all Americans, regardless of zip code, have access to the American dream.
Since then, President Trump has repeatedly touted it as a benefit to the Black community. The biggest claim, job creation.
We created tens of thousands of jobs with opportunity zones.
From where you sit here in your city, do you believe that to be true?
No.
Not at all.
No.
But what happened?
First, you have to have a capital gain.
Only the rich can play, since only if you're rich do you have an asset worth enough to invest with or pay taxes on if you sell it. But, says Wessel,
You sell that asset and you get to defer capital gains taxes on that initial sale and get a discount on the capital gains tax. Then you take those profits and put them into an opportunity zone fund, hold that for 10 years, and you don't have to pay any capital gains whatsoever.
And the tax break ends in 2026. That's why there's no urgency to get residents in. That's why there's no urgency to sell homes. That's why there's no urgency to finish developments. They're just kicking it, stacking up coins off of your money. We pay the taxes for them to give us a place to live, and they're not even doing it. And they're not even giving us jobs, which was the reason for it. You want to know why that is?
There are very few rules about what you can use opportunity zone tax breaks for. And so there are quite a few hotels going up around the country with opportunity zone money because a developer sees this as a cheap way to get money. An investor following the law gets a tax break. The Treasury loses the revenue, but the stated purpose to help poor people in a poor community is completely lost.
Your students, their housing, how it became so expensive? Check this out.
with studio apartments starting at $1,600 a month.
This is a $50 million project. About $20 million of it comes from Opportunity Zone money.
A project with a sweet potential payoff. As it so happens, is the case with a lot of OZ investment for student housing around the country.
That student housing is in college towns where there aren't any poor people, but they show up in the census as poor because college kids have no income.
Or consider this OZ project, says Wessel.
So this is Port Covington. It's an industrial area that's being turned into retail, office, and hotels.
A $5.5 billion project on property owned by the CEO of Under Armour.
He got $600 million worth of subsidy from the city, a brownfields tax credit from the state.
Why are we paying taxes for somebody to hire us? Why are we paying taxes for somebody to give us a place to stay? It doesn't make sense to me. I'm at the point where I don't think that these corporations should get any type of tax breaks of any kind.
Mr. President, I am here today thanking you in advance for funding and resources that you will direct to the urban and distressed communities.
So how much Opportunity Zone money has actually come into the community?
Not one single dime.
Just another reminder to all my fellow Americans, although Trump may seem to be on the right side of history at the moment, during his presidency, he was considered the most pro-Israeli president to ever take the office. While he was president, he allowed for U.S. funding of the illegal Israeli settlements in the West Bank for the first time since 1967. As a result, Israel experienced a settlement surge. Do you want to know what comes with a settlement surge? A rise in settler violence. In 2022, there were 849 incidents involving Palestinian casualties and property damage, the most it's ever been since 2006. And of course, settler violence against Palestinians tends to go uninvestigated. If a case is open, 93% of them are closed without indictments. This is just one of the many things that Trump did to contribute to expanding and safeguarding the Holy Land for the Zionists. So don't be fooled by anything that you've heard him say about the current situation going on in Palestine. Trump is a very smart and very strategic individual, and with the 2024 elections coming up, he knows exactly what he's doing in order to garner more votes and more support for his
Like
candidacy.
seriously, lovely, it's just high time, people need to actually think about what they want and what their, conscience actually wanted. So I'm emphasizing more on this project 2025 that has been, circulated, although it's been said that, okay, he actually said that he is not aware of the said, project 2025 or 2024 and all of that. But the way at which this thing is going, the way at which all of the, findings, infos, and all of that actually shows and tells otherwise. If this project, is going to take place, that means a lot of people are going to be affected. Not only, black women or black people, even every other person is gonna, as in every other person will be affected. Let's just take for instance, the right to actually bring in, someone into this world. That right will be taken away. Like there are a lot of, women that actually don't want to bring in someone into the world, or like a personal decision, maybe it has to do with health or whatever. But with this project, I think you won't be able to have such rights anymore. Like I don't know how it is, but I think a lot of people may be affected, and this is not what people want. Just like the other first lady that talked about, the thing that is happening in Peo.Ple and all of that, that if measures are not taken, something like that might be applicable in the, where she mentioned. And this is something that people really need to calm down and think through and really think thoroughly. A lot of people are talking about, okay, third party and all of that. Well, as it is, it's even as if there's no time for a third party anymore. It's just these two. So it's not like for people to actually, know what they think that is right to do. So if something that is happening in Peo.Ple, can be implemented, that means a lot of things will actually go bad. Things are going to go bad. If that same thing that has been happening or that happened in Peo.Ple should happen somewhere else, like it's going to go so bad. The thing is that no one is actually perfect. No one is 100% perfect. I think each, individual is actually going for a common goal, which they know their personal goals, they know their personal, what they actually want to go for. But the thing is that one also needs to check properly what might also benefit citizens or individuals, even if it's going to benefit the said person. Like you have to actually look it through. So okay, if I vote this person, what would this, you have to weigh it. This a time like this is a time you actually need to weigh it, think so through, look out for the advantage and disadvantage and what might actually favor and not favor, because a lot of people are at the fact that, okay, the other one is not a go, the other is not a go, but just that even with that, you have to actually look for the one that is a little bit manageable. You have to look for the one that is manageable, that you can actually manage and control, so that you won't, try to from frying pan to fire, So this is a kind of situational, and it's kind of complicated that one needs to really, leaving sentiment aside, leaving race aside, to actually think through what we, favor at least 80% or if not even 90% of people. You are doing this for yourself, for your future, for your children, your unborn, and all of that. And as the way things are going, the thing is that black people are still the people that are sitting in the receiving end. So they are the people that need to really, really think through before casting. Because if you do otherwise, these other people have privilege. They can still skip through. But black people will still be the ones still be subjected in so many things. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, I think she's making a lot of sense. I don't know for other people, but with all of the points she made here, it's just something that someone just have to like sit down, think through, and try to analyze it and try to see it from the other side before doing something that you might actually regret or not regret in future. Because election is very close. It takes two to tango. Like, this is the time for you to actually reflect. Okay, why am I doing this? Why am I gonna vote this? Why am I gonna vote for this person? What is it gonna bring? What is this gonna do? And all of that. And with all of the things that is happening, I just pray that we all are gonna be okay. Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please subscribe, leave your thought in the comment section if you've not done that already. Like, share, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.
And if you have watched up to this extent, thank you so much for all your love and support. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. Like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.